No, the voices. I'm sorry in advance. These people are here because I didn't take my meds. These are the voices in my head. Sorry.
All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Introduction to Vtubing, the basics. My name is Darth May. This is my first hosting panel, so yay!
Baby's first panel.
Yes. Well, hosting, yes. I'm coming to this panel from a viewpoint of my background in college, which is television production, basically, and digital media production. So I have a little bit more insider knowledge as to the technology side, and I also studied acting and music, so I know a little about the performance side. So that's what I'm bringing to the table, and I'm joined by...
Hello everyone, I'm Sir Wolf. I'm a PNG werewolf. I'm coming to this as pretty much a newer VTuber to the VTuber space. I've been VTubing for almost three years, and like I said, I'm just providing the perspective from someone who's just kind of starting out and moving up the ranks.
I see you used my evil face.
Yeah.
That's what you wake up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Goblin Goblin, but apparently they're using my persona of Zelik Halfheart.
Yeah. Oh no.
I've been a VTuber for about 3 years now. I've gone from little PNG tuber to full live 2D. It has been a wonderful experience, and I hope I get to share with you. I have about 15 years of music background, and it's just a performer playing bass, being a vocalist for a frontman in a band, for a working band for 5 years, and I sort of just like pivoted over to VTubing and voice acting, and well, here I am now.
Yay.
Hello. Hi, I'm Wild Spice. I am a demon VTuber. I have been VTubing for about 4 years now. I actually started in content creation in 2018, so I've been content creating for about 7 years now, which is wild. And I come from a background of I went to college for theater, and I've always just liked acting. I can sing as well. My dad was a singer, so I've been around music and all that all my life. And yeah, that's how I kind of got into it. I wanted to be creative somehow. Yippee!
Speaking of creative, these are some of our...
What?
These are our
Excuse
other
me?
forms that we sometimes stare into.
Excuse me?
That is
What is
actual
that?
size right by the way.
No, what is that? What is that?
It's you!
It's not me!
That's the great thing about VTubing is that you can basically come up with anything you want and you can become what you want.
That's a lie. That's not me.
Like Jesse being a VTuber.
I knew this was a setup.
Yeah, welcome. This
All right.
is an adventure.
What is a VTuber? Somebody who knows what a VTuber is. There you go. Now this is just a general question. Do you know what a VTuber? Yes, no, yeah. There you go. There. All right.
This is the interactive portion.
Yeah. So technically, a VTuber is just a visual representation of a digital character. Technically, a virtual YouTuber. But everyone knows you can do streaming, Twitch, shorts. It doesn't have to be YouTube. And the VTuber, the virtual part, doesn't have to be virtual reality. It can be a PNG. It could be live 2D, 3D. And any other form that may show up in the future. Holograms, hopefully. That would be nice.
An offensive peanut.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
There you go.
Oh, I love the staff. And the costume.
Welcome.
Join us.
Yes. All right, so we got 3 types of VTuber models typically right now. Right now, we got PNG avatars and VTubers. Anybody know this one?
I've seen her.
You've seen Chloe? Awesome. I just picked random ones from, that I watch. And we are joined by a PNG tuber ourselves.
I hope to have a live 2D model soon. But for now, I'm just a PNG, and I'll explain more about why I'm doing this later in the panel.
We also have Live 2D, which the 3 of us up here, other than Silver, are Live 2D. Anybody know who this is? I didn't think so. She's also somebody that I watch. Her name is Vidya. She's primarily a Nikkei streamer, and I'm a Nikkei. And the final form that's currently available to us is 3D. Anybody know who this one is?
La la.
It's Ariel.
Ariel.
Yeah. I got to meet her last year at Holiday Matsuri. She's funny. All right. Since we are going into the basics, you are going to need some hardware. We'll get to the other stuff later, trust me. So, you are first and foremost going to want a computer. It doesn't have to be this fancy. If you have a laptop, preferably a gaming laptop or something that is strong enough to handle everything that you want to do. Which
Not a
means
MacBook.
not a MacBook.
MacBook is not gonna.
You're gonna have to have a strong enough CPU and GPU to be able to handle your streaming software, your VTubing software, whatever games or programming that you want to put up on there. And if you have more than one monitor, I have 4 monitors. I used to have a gaming laptop, it expanded my battery. So make sure you look into the specs. And the thing that really is disappointing is that games are getting really good looking, but it makes our computers outdated. So it's like, it looks so good, but my wallet.
But the size of the file.
The size of the file, yeah. And depending on the type of model you have and how many toggles you have, will increase the size of your file exponentially. Outfits, expressions, any kind of movements. Some movement is, every movement you see on a VTuber is a separate layer. All of that is storage.
Little fun fact, this is the laptop that actually started my VTuber career in, so.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't take much.
No.
Yep, nope, it doesn't.
To get started, no, it does not. But you definitely don't want to go in there and be like, oh, here's a $100 PC from Walmart. Yeah. Although I'm kind of curious to see if you could start with something like that, but I would probably recommend not.
Unless that's your
Maybe
goal to
just
prove
have
that
it.
you can.
Right?
Just because you can't
I was
doesn't
about to
mean
say,
you
yeah,
should.
you can use your phone too.
Yes.
You can start on your phone.
Yes.
You can also definitely start on a phone. A lot of programs like VTube Studio that have an app on your phone, do not only just track your face, but you can also record what's on the screen so then you can export it and edit it and put it on TikTok, YouTube, any kind of media website. They say iPhones are the best for face tracking. I haven't done the research into that. I know that Android is a great phone.
Yeah.
Newer
But-
iPhones, the
When-
facial tracking is good. However, older iPhones, not so much.
Exactly.
What I've been told when I first started out in VTubing is like, hey, do you have at least an iPhone 10 or higher? Congratulations, you now have the best face tracking technology in all of VTubing. It is the best cameras they have so far. They have not really gone too much farther with it so far. So 10 or above, and you can get one of those at a pawn shop.
Yes.
Right.
And go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna mention on the exhibit floor this whole weekend. There's a company called Irium.
Yep.
Spice has used it. I have not yet used it, but Spice has some experience with it. You can actually start VTubing
Right on
with
through Irium.
them, either with your own character or they can provide you with a character.
Yep. And you can either do a PNG on there or your live 2D. If it is live 2D, they have to rig it a little differently because of how Irium runs, but you can just start with a PNG on Irium. So if you want to hop in and get, there you go. Quick way to do it.
Also, if you have a phone and connect it to your computer, that's how a lot of people will do the face tracking. You can do it connected, you can do it wirelessly. You can use a webcam, but a lot of them aren't necessarily designed for face tracking.
Yeah, like I literally have I literally have an iPhone 10. It doesn't have like any phone service on it. It just has VTube Studio downloaded on it. That's all it needed.
And, here's the mouse. This is where I'm going to say is your most important part.
Yes.
Your microphone.
Yes.
Because you could have the most beautiful model, but if you sound like a McDonald's drive-thru,
Can I take your order, please?
No cookout.
This is not Burger King.
I guarantee you not a lot of people are going to stick around. They'll see your thumbnail, be like, oh, this looks amazing. Hear that and be like, no thanks. So I would highly recommend, this is where you spend a little bit more money. You may have seen a clip of somebody cooking and somebody sends them bits and says, oh, I love your microphone. What is it? And you just hear, And that's legitimately on TikTok, everything. So
Is that Barley the bird? Because he used to have the really bad
with the
microphone.
beard.
Yeah, the headset.
Just
mic.
like
Yes,
that.
yeah, he got a
Yeah.
new headset though, so
Oh,
it doesn't
thank
sound like
goodness.
that anymore.
Some headset mics are okay. It depends, but you really want to do like a, your
Yeah.
freestanding mic, not you know what I mean, freestanding microphone versus a headset microphone.
Exactly. I used to have a Bose headset gaming microphone, and I had the thing here, and then I switched over to this microphone. Actually, I have this exact setup. Sadly, it's not mine because mine looks terrible in the background. Cable management disaster. Mike still looks good though. Night and day difference, I guarantee you. Because Bose, great headset. They do not make good microphones. If you want to do something away from your computer, if you decide to do 3D, get something like this. I'm not going to pull it out because otherwise it'll connect to my camera and destroy everything. This is the DJI Mic Mini. So that way you can plug in the USB thing to your computer and then have the wireless receiver and transmitter. Have it right there, nice and light. It's not as heavy as the other ones. It won't pull onto your clothes. Or get a necklace and put it right there. That way you can do VR chat and not have to worry about having a weird, awkward headset. But yes, put a little bit of money into your mic. If you can't at the moment, start off with something like a Yeti microphone. I know everyone says, but if you want to start, it is a good one to start with.
It's the earliest one you want to invest in though.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to stay on that Yeti forever.
No.
No.
Even a simple dynamic microphone like these Shure ones
Yeah.
here. Like Shure, great brand.
They are.
I mean,
They're really
Everybody
Yep.
knows the Shure SM750. You know, the podcast mic you see everybody have on their face. It's like the go-to podcast mic. But Shure itself has some that are at least around like the $50 range. So I highly recommend you look into that.
That's sure as an S-U-R-E.
SHURE, Shure.
Right. Also, also from personal experience, I did buy like a $40 microphone from Amazon and it works fine. But eventually you might want to upgrade to something better, like something from Elgato or Shure.
Specifically dynamic microphones.
Yes.
Yes, you need it. Yes.
If you see condenser microphones, that's gonna
Yeah,
pick
don't-
up everything. Like
Correct.
the dog scratching its butt in the other room.
my,
Pick it up.
my microphone, whenever I have my shared custody dog Emmett, it picks him up. So, but yeah, so yes, you can start off. I highly recommend looking up, look at the Amazon reviews because most of them are done, are written by professionals. So do your research, look into it, but don't spend more than $40. That's all we have to say. Spend more than $40. Don't just use your laptop microphone. Don't just
Yeah.
use whatever is on your monitor. Just get yourself something good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I have a little HyperX one
Yeah.
that I got for traveling. My community actually funded it, but it's like this little HyperX. HyperX, they make good microphones as well, so
Yeah, so
check them out too.
I would have to say like Yeti for the first time. Maybe upgrade to a Shure and a Scarlett Solo, the thing that just plugs that right into it.
Mhm.
That's a great upgrade.
And also, a big difference is you see the two, like the headphone jack and the microphone jack in the computer. Don't use a microphone that plugs into the microphone jack.
Yeah, no, don't do that now.
USB,
Yeah,
if you want to start off, that's fine. But what you really want to eventually end up with,
is
XLR.
Yes.
Elgato does have an XLR microphone and an adapter, which does turn into a USB. That's what I use. And it sounds fantastic. And as far as noise control, it has its own program. I don't know if you can see it in the background with the levels.
Yeah, Elgato Weave.
Yeah. When you get any of their products, many of the microphones and the Stream Deck Plus, it will unlock this program because you can't use it unless you have one.
Yep.
But it does have plugins where it can do noise gate. You can do all kinds of technical stuff. I'm not going to get into that because this is just basics.
Yeah, I was like, that's
but-
another category.
But it also does have noise control filtering. So that way, say like if you just moved and you are in an empty room, like you just moved and I could hear the difference, you can have that set so that way you don't hear the echo. It just picks up your voice and then it kind of reduces its gain so it doesn't pick up everything else.
No, the other thing I was gonna say was you said USB.
Yes.
USB-C is okay as well, because some microphones now, because a lot of things are going to USB-C, they're going to USB-C, so that's okay too.
Yes.
All right, now we're going to talk about some software for the models, starting with the PNG.
Yep.
Now, I don't know a whole lot about these programs because I lost my notes like an idiot.
I've never heard of it.
So real though.
Boom,
So
boom,
real.
boom, boom.
So, Honk is one of the PNG programs, PNG Tuber Plus, and Vtubing, and
That's my program.
That's
he
me.
uses Vtubing. You both use it?
I used it back when I was PNG tuber.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I've never used it.
there are differences. Honk and PNG Tuber Plus have a similar style where you can input like a mouth, and it will detect what type of vowel sound you are making and make a little, like a Memoji from the Wii. It'll make that kind of a mouth, and it can do stuff with the eyebrows, and it's fun to toy with. So if you want to start off with that, it's really good. I'm gonna let you talk about Vtubing.
Yeah, so Vtube, right now the full version of Vtube is in early access, and it's currently developed by the developer, but they have created something called Vtube Mini, which is what I use. It is a very easy program to use. It doesn't take up a lot of memory, and it's also very flexible in terms of like how many PNGs they can put onto the program itself. You can set up your keyboard to have hotkeys. That way you can switch from, like for example, for my PNG, I can switch from happy to sad, both on my human form and my werewolf form, just by pressing a simple button. It's a very easy program to use, and it's free. All she just asks is just a small donation. I'm a generous guy, so I give her like $5 for every time she they update it. So yeah, it's free, but they just ask for a small donation.
It's absolutely worth it to do it. Like the fact that like, okay, just find yourself an artist, get yourself like a PNG of your character, a PNG of your character with an open mouth. Congratulations, you can now be a VTuber.
Yep.
There you go.
It can be as easy as that, and Vtube does it spectacularly. I've used them in my start for like 3 years ago.
For example, this is my VTuber model, and I have the same image but with the mouth closed. That's all you really need to start off, and it's honestly that simple.
Just two drawings that make a little bit of motion.
If you want to have a third one with like the eyes closed, that's something you could do. It's really what you want to express. And if you don't want to be worrying about hotkeys on the keyboard, how many of you know Shy Lily? Okay. During the V card opening that she does with Nags, she has the PNG model, and she changes her expression. She has a foot pedal that's also by Elgato, but other companies make them. And hands-free, she'll be doing this, and when she gets sad, she'll hit a button with her foot pedal, change her expression. Completely hands-free. So, but yeah, those are all customizable as well. These programs, Honk is $12. I've heard it is probably the most expensive and more confusing program. So, but it is an option. PNG Tuber Plus is free on Steam. I believe you can also get it on. What's the website you got yours from?
Oh, Vtube? Or
Yeah, what website was that from?
you can just Google Vtube and
They have their own website.
Yeah, they have their own website.
There is I forget what website you can download a lot of these programs from as well. But it is free on Steam. You can make a donation on the other website if you Google it. And then Vtube is a pay what you want system, like what they said.
I would say if you're at like paying absolutely nothing at all, Fugi.
Yes,
Oh yes,
Fugi.
Fugi Tech.
Fugi Tech with
Yes,
Discord.
Fugi.
Yes.
Absolutely
Yes,
free.
that's
That's
easy
literally
way.
as easy as slapping two pictures of your character, open mouth, closed mouth, and then it just you put the link on whatever streaming platform, like OBS, for example.
And for VTubers a lot too, with collabing, that's how we do it.
That's
It's
exactly-
Discord,
Yes.
Discord call, that's how we all show up on the stream.
And that way you're not running an extra program as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
And Fugi Tech, I'm sorry, Fuji Tech. I forgot. It's spelled Fugi, but it said Fuji.
We all say food.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't noticed, Mount Fuji, like right there in the middle of the gear.
You do have to integrate it in. All you have to do is go onto their website, say authorize on Discord.
Yep.
Very very simple,
Yep.
and you can have up to 4 images per save file.
Yes,
you can
you
have
can
I
save
think
different ones.
20 of them saved, so that way you can easily just switch. But you can have a talking, a muted, a deafened, and a non-speaking image. And you can customize it. If you want to be lit up the whole time, you can. If you don't want to have any movement at all, you can. If you want to be dimmed and have your avatar jump a little bit when you talk, you can. And I think there was another feature that
It
they
does
were.
also support GIFs.
Yes.
GIF
Yes.
files.
So if you ever see the avatars when they're talking and it's like somebody holding somebody, and then when they talk, they're shaking them,
Yeah,
that's available to them.
yeah, Spice. I think you've done that. So, yeah. So,
Weekly.
yeah. She has her like wiggly,
Wiggly.
actual size form of herself.
It's not-
Actually.
But anyway, yeah. So basically, when it comes to PNG tubing, just open mouth, closed mouth. That's all you need. Additional emotions, crying, happy, excited.
That's just all extra.
It's all extra. It
You don't
just
have to
gives
suck
your
that.
character more emotion.
Not extra money per se, but just
Yeah.
extra things you can do.
I
Yeah.
have seen though some incredibly talented people who can do all those reactions and switch it on the fly.
Yeah, that takes
A great example is in her early years, Sophie.
Okay,
She
yeah.
was using VideoTube, and she was just so quick on the hotkeys of just switching emotions. It is as interactive as you want it to be, as long as you're dexterous enough.
Speaking of
Right.
hotkeys. Hotkeys. Okay.
All right, so
Good
now we're gonna go to some software for Live 2D. How many of you know the most popular Live 2D program?
Some would argue it's
Studio.
one of the
Yeah.
VTube Studio.
Some would argue it's the only one.
Yes,
Yes.
there
yes.
are
That's
others,
another one.
and out of all the research that I did, the only one that I could technically
I've never
say
heard
I
of
would
that one.
suggest is Nizima Live. I don't know anything about this program personally, sorry, and I had it in my notes, but I lost it. But yes, VTube Studio is probably the best bet for you. So both
That's
are free with limitations.
Mm-hmm.
VTube Studio, it is a $35 to unlock everything. I
Flat.
think,
That's
yeah,
a flat fee. Pay that once.
forever.
If you
That's
want it for free, it's gonna always have a watermark
You're
and a
gonna have
little
the
avatar
yeah,
flying
she's
around.
flying
with
around
you.
next to you.
Right.
But trust me, the 35
Just
is
do it.
absolutely worth it for
Yeah.
all the features you get on VTube Studio.
And honestly, there are ways to get around seeing that little flying watermark. I'm not going to get into that. If you figure it out yourself, awesome.
They also VTube Studio also has the collab feature. So if you have paid for VTube Studio, you can collab with other VTubers, and if they have Live 2D or
They
YouTube
can
VTube
all
Studio,
bring their
you can
moving
bring all your
models
models
onto the same screen.
Right.
And but that's the two things you have to, is there a third one you have to pay for? It's just collab and watermark, right?
Yes.
The like you say,
Yeah.
35 unlocks everything.
That's
Yeah, that's
everything.
everything.
And
But
also using your phone as your camera.
Yeah, that's
instead of
also
the
yeah. You
webcam.
have to pay to do that. Yeah.
yeah, so I didn't think about that. You do have to pay it on the phone as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's, yeah,
Right.
that's the other.
It has a paid app.
Yeah, you have to also pay for that.
And it doesn't transfer to your
Yes,
computer.
that's a
That's
good
the
point.
sad
Yeah, it
part. But
doesn't.
once you're done with that, you're good to go. However,
Like by the time you're already working, like okay, I'm gonna do VTube Studio. Like you're already ready for that investment.
That yeah.
Exactly.
You
yeah.
can get around it, however, of using your phone and VTube Studio if you have V Bridger, I believe it is.
yes.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Yes, I do use VBridger. It is a more advanced face tracker that's a third party to VTube Studio,
Yeah.
so it can be just a very hard workaround.
And then Nizima Live is $355 a month. So if you want to do a monthly thing, that's up to you. But I think personally, all of us up here would recommend VTube Studio. With the collab feature, every single model is going to increase the processing power needed.
Use it
Yeah,
wisely.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm sure
Don't
you've
have
seen-
too many people.
If you've seen VTubers where they're waiting for somebody to pop in and then they lag,
Yeah.
and then they show up and like zoom, there you are. That model on their end is gonna give the same amount of data to your computer,
Yeah.
and it's sometimes a lot. If it takes forever for them to load and then it freezes for like a minute, or if they're missing layers, that is an issue.
Boy, it's a good
Yeah.
thing Rams to
But yeah,
Too soon?
Too soon.
so yeah,
Always
there
too
is
soon.
they're still working on it. But you have a question?
So just like if we only have like 2 RAM sticks in our computer and we want to do better on VTubing, we suggest getting up to 4 RAM sticks.
Yes.
Yeah,
And also the higher storage as well. But make sure you have all the same storage number, because otherwise it could mess with your computer.
yeah,
Like you can't have 2 8s and 2 16s.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
right, and that's why most of us stick with the Fujitech and Discord when it comes to collabs. That way, it doesn't turn our computer into a giant furnace. Or if you do, or if you do insist on the whole VTube collab thing with like all the live 2D models, just stick with a just chatting kind of stream, because if you have that plus
And the
running
game run. The
and,
game
and a
run,
game
yes.
running like even like Among Us or
Split
P-
fiction, that's a pretty heavy process.
Yeah, that's gonna, like I said, it's gonna turn your computer into a giant furnace, and yeah, we're not responsible for what would happen to your computer.
We're gonna get one more question before we move to the next one.
Would you recommend, what's the minimum you would recommend for RAM? Is it 32 gig or 64?
Honestly, the
16 if you're running bare minimum. 32 is a good ideal.
Mm-hmm.
As much as you can would be
Yes,
perfect,
as
but
much as
again,
possible.
if we're working on a budget,
Minimum would be, I would say, 4 sticks of 16. That was what I would recommend.
We would also have a limited amount of RAM that each motherboard can.
Exactly.
Yes, that's like a computer discussion kind
If
of
you
thing.
get a
but yeah.
pre-built PC, looking at some specs, but more than likely they're going to be able to handle
Yeah,
a decent amount of RAM.
I mean, my PC was pre-built. I got it at Best Buy. It was just one of those things where it's just like I made a budget
Yep.
and I knew the specs I was looking for. And
Yes.
they talk with the people at Best Buy. They know what they're talking about.
Or if you go down to Miami, there's a place called Micro Center. You can
Oh,
get
Microsoft.
your PC, and that's, I heard, one of the best places.
Yeah, Microsoft.
And Newegg.com
Yeah.
is also
Oh
another
my
great
God,
website.
Like if you're a computer nerd, Newegg is ideal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can get my PC came from Newegg. It was built by iBuyPower, and it has done wonders. It has done wonders for me.
They-
So
Like that website literally lets you pick what pieces you want in a PC, and it also tells you when it's compatible and when it's not, so you can like, oh, that's not right, so I'll just switch out for this.
Nice.
And then it gives you the price tag.
the bunny suit. I mean the Espeon suit.
Parts sticker if you're trying to build your own computer.
Yes.
For sure.
Wait, which one?
PC
parts.
part sticker.
Yes, that's true. That's another
There's
great
also a
website.
free game on Steam that you can actually learn how to build your own PC.
Oh, like one of those
I've heard
games.
about that.
Yeah.
PC
I think
Builder.
it's free too.
I have to check that one out. It sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I will say this with the VTube Studio collab feature. If for some reason all of you have models that are just breaking it, it can turn into very funny clips of layers missing, like eyes, hair, or whatever. But you could also
Scuff.
have-
I was gonna say, do you have a slide on there for scuff?
I don't have the slide for scuff.
Scuff.
Scuff is inevitable.
Scuff is inevitable. That is just any like technical
Here
error,
for the scuff.
glitches,
Here for
and
it.
like, oh, I forgot to do something. That's content.
Love the
Yeah.
scuff.
We embrace scuff.
But
It happens.
Yes.
It's just like any other. It's just like any live broadcast that you see on TV that you just did not expect to come out at all, such as like reading the winner of Miss America, Miss Universe wrong, or some guy runs up onto the stage at the Oscars and does something that ruins his career, that kind of thing.
Slap.
but
Slap.
the scuff does come with a warning, because if for some reason somebody has a model that has a nude toggle, and
Careful.
the layer that
Very
doesn't
careful.
show up is the clothing, that's gonna be bad.
That's
So
yeah.
very careful.
Aside from big controversial moments like that,
Yeah.
from a performer's perspective, don't beat yourself up if something goes wrong.
It's going to.
The rule of thumb is to embrace the
Yep.
scuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep
It's a
going.
learning experience.
People are there to watch you through thick and thin, no matter what happens.
Here
So
for it.
even if it's like, oh no, I forgot my model. I got some like,
But if
embrace
something
it.
if something like that does happen and you feel like you're gonna get in trouble with Twitch or YouTube, whatever, just make sure you private the VOD, edit out that section, and then you should be fine.
Or hide them off screen. Or see they're in and then bring them on
Yeah, and
screen.
when you're
Or-
streaming, just get them off I'm sure they'll do the
Or
same
hide
thing.
the like, because normally in OBS you have the browser source, you have it as a source. Just hide the source till you see on your end. Okay, cool, everybody's in,
Exactly.
no one's naked,
And make
great,
sure,
and then just show it.
and make sure that you know if you're
Nobody's naked.
controlling the other VTubers' positions in the program, or if they are.
Yeah.
Because if they're moving it and it's not moving on your screen, it's probably you controlling it.
Yep.
All right, we're moving
Or
on.
heck, I even had a stream where about halfway through the stream, no one was even hearing me talk. All it was
Your
was just
mic
my
was
mouth.
muted.
My mic.
Your mic was muted.
No wait, no, the output
Please
was wrong.
tell
The
us if
out-
our mic is muted.
Yeah,
because
our
that's
output,
really
my
helpful.
output was wrong. Like
Yeah,
my output
Say
for
something.
my mic was completely wrong. I played around with it because I just moved and I was playing around with some settings just to make sure everything was fine. It wasn't. So embrace the stuff. Embrace it.
And
Learn
let us
from
know
it.
if you have stuff.
All right, so this is the one that we don't have any experience on, and honestly,
I wish.
I
Not yet.
thought
Someday.
3D VTubing was going to be the most technically difficult intro to VTubing. But then I talked to a VTuber yesterday to meet and greet who had a 3D model. She said it was actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
So I wrote down some notes and I lost it. Because it was all the same
This
panel.
panel is
Go!
Hey! Woohoo!
So we are going to do just a 3D overview. How many of you actually want to become 3D VTubers? Oh, quite a few of you. Awesome.
Later.
So I apologize that I don't have more information about this, but I will go over some of the programs. We have
Oh god, animes.
animes.
I didn't know that was a thing. I know the other two.
You've heard of Face Rig, right? It used to be called Face Rig.
Oh, like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I just got that. Yeah, I know.
It
the
had,
other
it
two.
had the raccoon, it had Santa, it had an idol model.
And then we have VC Face, and then Warudo.
Yep, I've heard.
I have never heard of
Warudo.
them. Yeah. I've heard of animes. That's about it.
There is another.
Oh, there are quite a few. Yeah.
There's a lot.
There are.
Or
I'll
if
get
you
to
want
that
to
in a
make them
second.
all yourself, Blender.
Yeah. So
Oh.
that's the
Good
most
luck with
important
that.
part.
V-Roids
But
V-Roids.
we're going to get to that part in a second.
Yep.
But 3D VTubing is a process. I do know that you're going to need a model creator, which I'll get to in a minute. But I also know you're going to need a lot of coding. Unlike VTube Studio, where you can just have an animation, wave your hand, or anything like that, you have to have code to make your 3D model do the things it does. Different pose, the camera movement around your model, all of it is involved with coding.
Or heaven forbid you start wanting to do motion tracking and actually having the wrists and markers actually move your model.
That one, the coding isn't as bad, but that's also more technology that you're going to need. But there are simple things that you can do, like animes. You can just track the face, and there are a lot of free, really nice looking avatars. But if you want to start doing more, you got the Leap Motion, which can track your hands. You have the full body
Those are the ones I'm talking
trackers.
about.
Yeah.
Yup.
I tried the Mokovi trackers before in VR chat. They're wonky.
Yeah.
But that's also when they were brand new. So the technology is constantly evolving. And those are Vive trackers. And if you want to go the Zen route, oh no, she has the pucks sometimes, but I know that Zentreya sometimes has the full body suit.
The full motion tracking, like you are a mocap.
You are
That's the
basically starring in your
expensive
own movie.
Typical VTuber pose. The Jacko pose. Jacko pose.
That's the Komiko. That's Komiko.
Jacko pose.
The whole thing about the Makopi trackers, because I actually played around with them, because I found a place where I could rent them for like $30 for
cool.
a week.
Oh, neat.
And so I was playing around with them. They now integrate into VTube Studio.
Oh.
They now integrate into VTube Studio, so you can actually use them with doing live 2D.
I haven't seen a live 2D rigger really implement that into
Not
their
yet,
practice
no.
yet,
Yeah,
but that is
that'd be
really
That's
cool.
gonna be nuts. That's gonna, I can't wait to see that.
And it really did pretty. I was playing around with it a little bit, and it was working out pretty well. I did notice the whole jumping around and that you always see whenever people use the Makopis.
Nice. See, that's the next level of VTubing, like what I was talking about. I didn't even know existed. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that.
Why isn't VR chat on there?
VR
Yeah,
chat.
VR chat counts too.
VR chat does count, but technically because it's a game, you can get away with a lot of stuff you cannot get away with as a VTuber. That's why there's a lot of why can they wear this outfit in VR chat but have the same outfit in a VTube studio and get in trouble? It's because Twitch considers VR chat as a game and it's the content of the game, whereas you are a representation of yourself as the streamer as a VTuber model. So that's where it gets a little confusing.
But you could use a VR chat model.
Yes, just make sure that you have the rights to use it. There was one streamer who did not have the rights to use it. Eventually fixed it though, but that was Fillion.
Fillion's also broken how many headsets?
That's their own.
Fillion's wild.
I know, that's actually why I want to do 3D. I want to be able to move around and stuff like that because I want to stand up and talk. So.
All right, so streaming software. How many of you can name a streaming software? Go ahead and say one. Yeah. OBS.
Streamlabs, yeah.
Exactly, Streamlabs.
She said Streamlabs. He said Streamlabs.
Yeah, I heard the Streamlabs. Yep.
Streamlabs. Stream Elements too.
Does Stream Elements actually have
R?
They do now. It's not fully set up, but they do have it.
Okay.
Meld is another one.
Meld is a newer one that allows multi-streaming. It's still pretty young, and probably for some of the other software we were talking about earlier, like Vtube Studio and Vtube, you might need some software because it doesn't really support transparency yet. So not out of the box, but still.
In OBS though, you can do multi-streaming with the Stream Elements if you
Yes.
Right.
And that's with R. This is not rated R. This is rated G for everyone. This is Restream, and it is a multi-stream platform. And for free, you can select up to 2 streaming platforms to stream to. You can do a monthly subscription to stream to more. That's what I use. It is a little finicky in OBS. Sometimes it will log you out and the windows will just disappear. So you got to go back into the thing. But Restream does have its own streaming platform within its website. I haven't tried it out because I'm afraid to. But I do want to.
It's an experience.
Yeah, I want to try it out, but yeah, I will say Streamlabs also has a mobile app, has built-in camera stabilization. So if you want to do something IRL without showing your face, walk around. I did that at Disney Springs one time. I was doing streaming through the last one here, the Twitch app.
Oh my God, Twitch.
So I was streaming through the Twitch app, and they're like, "Oh my gosh! Every time you walk, it's like an earthquake." So I switched to Streamlabs, much smoother. Twitch used to have a streaming program called Twitch Studio Beta. And they don't support
There's a reason why it's beta.
Yeah, it was beta forever, and then they got rid of it. I will say it was less technical than OBS, but was a pain in the butt when you're trying to resize stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you couldn't just click and drag. You had to find the dimensions. That was a pain in the butt.
Fortunately, there's like a lot of people that that use OBS Studios and OBS Studio, and there's a lot of tutorials on. If you just do a Google search and on YouTube to kind of like help you pretty much put in together the perfect setup for you. So OBS is free, but there's some technical know-how they have to do. But fortunately, there's a lot of tutorials.
Yeah, exactly. It really is the go-to because everybody's using it and everybody can teach you how to use it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
YouTube's your friend.
Yes.
Google's your friend.
Wonderful.
They will do step-by-step video tutorials.
Oh yes, I've recently, Spice and I, we did a VTube research studio thing on and
we drove a robot.
Yeah, we drove a robot around and
I almost crashed. It was great.
Yeah, so
Geico.
we drove around. She drove around a robot during an anime convention.
Anime Week in Atlanta. Which is
yeah,
actually
Anime
happening
Week in
at the
Atlanta.
same time.
And I was like going, okay, how can I put 2 mics in one OBS? And I just did a quick Google search, YouTube search, and there was like at least 5 different tutorials. I'm like going, yay!
Sometimes they will tell you like, hey, download these files from this website. I'm just like,
oh yeah.
Careful with that. Some of them are good,
and some
are bad. So do your research.
Yes,
There's one really nice thing about
look at the
OBS.
comment sections.
That is correct.
Coming from a television studio background, Normally, you have the preview monitor and then the program monitor. OBS has a feature where if you click on a scene, it will automatically transition to that scene. But you can have studio mode where you can select the preview and you can make changes without it being seen on your actual program.
I learned something today. Thank you.
You didn't know that?
I didn't
There
know
you go.
that.
Studio
It's
mode.
studio mode. Because otherwise, if you need to change something and you just thought of it while you're streaming, you don't have to show it on stream while you're editing it. So that's a nice little feature. All right, now we're coming to the model.
The fun part.
Hey.
PNG. This is what you're going to need to get PNG. You're going to need an artist. That's it.
Let's go.
Now, like we talked earlier, you're going to want the artist to make different expressions if you want to have that dynamic. Mouth open, mouth closed. I turned my VTuber model. I made the smile. I turned it upside down in Clip Studio Paint, so it made it look angry. So you can work with stuff, but you know, it's if you have no artistic talent like me, definitely have the artist do it. Now,
I mean, if you are an artist yourself,
you
bonus
are
points.
set.
Awesome. You're already halfway there.
You are saving so much money.
So, you know, just go on to twitter.com and just have an open post about looking for commissions from an artist. And you'll see all the bots flood in.
Yeah.
Be careful with that. I cannot tell you how many people have invaded my streams, invaded my Discord DMs.
I'm a graphic designer.
You want to see my
You're
portfolio?
creepy.
Hey, how
Yes.
are you? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm an artist. Would you like to commission me?
No!
Like to do some vetting, find some artists that you really like. Help local artists here.
Yeah.
They'll
Yes.
happily make PNGs for you.
Yes,
Local artists.
Some of them do VTuber art.
Friends, if you have friends that are artists,
Yup,
there you go.
yup.
So for Live 2D, you're going to need an artist that specializes in Live 2D art.
It is a different kind of ball game with that one
Yes.
because they have to not only draw the model but
separate
every little piece of the model that's going to move.
Yeah.
And they have to make sure that they have layers underneath it, because if you just have a PNG model and you try to separate it to be Live 2D, it's going to separate. So you need that layering effect.
Yep.
And everything that you see move is its own layer, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
Speaking of to make it move,
Yeah.
You're gonna need
a
We're gonna
rigger.
yeah. So, but for artists, you're probably gonna need two artists. The first artist is gonna be to make your reference sheet. Who knows who this is? Fruit is my Kamiyoshi. I decided that last year after years of watching. So you're going to need a reference sheet, and this is what one looks like. It's got everything your model's going to have from different angles, even though the back's probably never going to be seen, unless you have a toggle for that.
Some artists will do both for you though. They'll do your model and they'll do a reference
Yes.
for you. So yeah.
Right.
Like mine, she did the reference art, she did the design and the rigging, which is the last one. And who knows who this?
Right. Riku.
Riku, yeah. So you might have to duck down for a second. You see all these lines?
That's all the mesh.
That's all the mesh to make the model move.
Yeah.
That is
Like
something
ears.
very oh, you're good now. That is something you can learn, but it is very tedious. Is what a lot of people get turned away from when they want to make their own model.
yeah,
Right.
most artists that say they do live 2D are specialized in both the art and the rigging.
Because it's honestly best to have knowledge of both, because if you do have knowledge of both, you know how to draw the art and you know how to rig that art. A lot of people will just specialize because they just don't want to do the rigging, but they know how the rigging works. Just make sure that you look at their profile and be like, I'm a live 2D rigger, I'm a live 2D artist, I do both. Both is usually a little more expensive.
Hey, Wildspice, how rich was your recent model?
What?
How expensive was your recent model?
Which one?
Yes.
The small one.
Yes.
Everyone knows that models can get into the thousands of dollars. I got mine, both of my live 2D models, each for $300 with the art and the rigging.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a very simple design. Mine is just eyes and a mouth. So there wasn't really much to work with, and that's why they didn't charge me that much. Just go online. Oh, wait a minute, I think it's actually on the next one. Nope, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So your model for 3D, you're gonna need the reference sheet, which you'll need the artist to do the reference sheet. And then you're going to need a model creator. You can go into, what's the program I forgot? To make the model, 3D model? Blender, yes. You can do it yourself in Blender.
Maya?
Huh?
Maya?
Why is
but
even worse, I feel like.
Go and make yourself a Pac-Man model.
you can do it. A lot of
Waka,
people
waka,
who
waka,
make
waka.
VR chat models know this program, and you can use that same program to use your 3D model. And sometimes you can make them cross-compatible, but I heard that's a little bit tricky. So, but yeah, model rigging is, for 3D is a little bit different because you got to add the bones opposed to actually making the mesh for each layer. This is where you can find your artists and riggers. Fiverr is where I found my artist, although she has left because reasons. And then of course, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people are moving there because they don't charge the artists for a fee. And a lot of people are going there. So, and the bad thing is that you get a lot of DMs, like we were talking about.
Yes. So when it comes, so like I said, when it comes to going to X, like or Twitter or X or whatever whatever they want to call it, just be very careful. And it's the same thing with Instagram as well, because as I mentioned, I cannot tell you how many times people have gone into my chat or slid into my DMs or started following me, and they say that, oh, I'm an artist, DM me for commissions. They would probably give you like a whole slew of their giant portfolio, and like all the artwork is not consistent. There's no watermarks. They don't have a website. There's like a lot of red flags.
If they message you, it's a bot.
Yes, correct. Or if they follow you, it's a bot. So just be very, very careful.
Unless you know them. If they message you, be like, I want to work with you, ask around. If they say, oh yeah, I know this person, then that should be fine. Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a couple other places. VGen.
VGen.
VGen 100%.
VGen's a lot better because the artists do have to get like
they have to get
confirmed and
verified on there.
verified.
Yeah.
And
so that's
no AI will be used.
Yep. Another one, if you're adventurous, is Skeb as well. Like it depends. Skeb, it depends. It depends. It's hit or miss. Like I use Skeb a lot, but I tend to go back to the artist I used before for something. There is an artist on there that actually does assets, so they don't do whole models. But if you wanted to get like arms with a controller or whatever, they do that, and it's like 3,000 yen. But they'll do like body, assets. So that's an option too. Yeah, but definitely VGen.
That's where I got my artist.
I mean, for me personally, my rigging I got done on Fiverr, and then my artist I found through Twitter because I liked her art. She does Disgaea style art, so she's been my model mama. So I have her just do outfits when I want to update the model.
I mean, for me, it was easy. I looked at the VTubers that I was looking up to and enjoying.
Yeah.
And usually in their about section, they'll have the credits for like,
artists
this is who did my model, and from there you just send them a DM.
But the thing is, more than likely, if it's someone that you're like, they're probably booked for a while.
That's
so
true
to
too.
wait.
Yeah.
My model was $3,000.
Whoa. Okay. Mine
That's an investment.
Was that with the rigging, or was that?
That was with the art, the rigging, and I asked for 3 different outfits. So they rigged 3 different models essentially.
There you go. For me, my first model was, I think, what was it? It was maybe like $300, but I was a half body model, so it only went up to my knees.
Yeah, no legs.
I have legs.
No legs.
As a PNG model, it was just $20.
Yeah.
And that's like you choose the amount essentially when you're at PNG.
And then one little tip with rigging sometimes is you might find somebody who's just getting started with rigging or something, and they need somebody for an example. I have a little chibi scuff model I got made. My artist did it. My artist charged $25 for the art because she was just doing a couple of them, and it's just really little, like, scuffy drawings.
The final form.
And then Moo Clover was she wanted to build up her rigging portfolio, and she put out a post like, hey, I'd like to rig a couple of people's models. That one.
Yes.
No, it's not that one. That one, only the mouth moves on it. No, with the one I have now, the little chibi scuff one, Moo Clover did it for free because she's trying to build up more of a rigging portfolio. So yeah, sometimes you can find somebody like that who just wants to build up the portfolio, and they may just be like, I'll do your rigging for free. It may not be perfect, but like I can do it for you. So
we got about 10 minutes left in the panel, so we're gonna do some Q&A. But if we have more questions after time is up, we are more than welcome to talk outside.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, real quick. I'm familiar with the Blender being able to run natively on Linux.
Nice.
Are any of the software in that menu on your presentation also able to run on Linux by chance?
I think we're under the assumption that we're all running on Windows.
Yeah, that's mostly what I didn't think of Linux as part of the research. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but you would have to check.
Yes.
There's probably.
So you talked about all the tips. What about the content grinds? Like.
So content. When it comes to content, is whatever you want to do.
And what you're allowed to do.
Correct.
Yes.
I mean, there have been
TOS.
VTubers like the general rule of thumb is like most of us play various video games, and you could be a variety streamer. People just play Fortnite. Some people just play FPSs. I'm a variety streamer. I play a variety of games from classics to modern hits. But I also have seen VTubers that just chat with their chat. Just sit there, talk about like some of the big topics of the day or whatever's on their mind. I've seen other VTubers that do cooking tutorials. I've seen people put together gunpla models.
Basically anything that you want to do, as long as it's within TOS. It's honestly everything up to model creation to the content you make is completely up to you.
Yeah, it does all come to the approach of like the mindset you want to go out for. It's just like, are you in this to be a personality that people want to come to? And it doesn't matter what you play, you just want to be a personality for people. Do you want to be like, I'm going to be the best Fortnite player, and that's the niche you're going to fall into? Like, you kind of want to approach it as like, what audience do I want to build around myself, and sort of work your way backwards from that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. For me, I'm just a werewolf that just loves to. I'm just a werewolf that just loves to play games and just chat with people. Hopefully, get some life advice. Or another thing that I've done with Darth is recently we've been playing some Split Fiction as a collab, but also we've opened up V cards from Gamer Subs. We've opened up those packs and we had like a little game that we'd like to play with it, and just exploring the artwork of these cards. So the content itself is whatever you want to do. I mean, heck, just like YouTube and Twitch, there's like so much different kind of content. Or heck, you can use YouTube as part of your content. Like you can react to like whatever video is in your algorithm.
But be careful of that, because sometimes people don't want their content being used more on somebody else's channel.
Mm-hmm. True.
So
that's one thing to keep in mind.
We're gonna ask you some more questions though, because we're running out of time. We're gonna speed run.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Do you have any tips or tricks to like actually build a following in whatever you're doing for YouTubers?
Yes.
Collabs.
How do you okay, so follow up, how do you comfortably get collabs with other YouTubers?
So
without being annoying.
No, yeah, understandable.
The way I started doing it when I was first like getting like, oh, I'm gonna be this little cookie goblin. Luckily I'm a little bit good with art at the time, and sticking to my theme, I drew people as cookies. That's how I met Wild Spice. Like every person I met, I had like a little Oreo. I put their like VTuber face on it. I was like, "This is for you," and I did this hundreds of times. So like that's why I was saying, like, if you're an artist, you're a plus because you can just do that for people. But really, just like start networking around. Like find the audiences that you like find the VTubers that you like.
Content wise.
Chat with them in their Twitch chats.
Yeah.
Comment on their Twitter posts or their Blue Skies or wherever they find their socials. Start building the circle that you want to be around and start interacting with it.
And also make content on as many platforms as you can.
Yes.
Make TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, long term.
The thing I'm trying to say is like I spent a year doing that before I even decided like I'm gonna start streaming. Like no, I worked around the people.
You built that part up,
I built the people I wanted to be around
Yeah.
before I started.
Yeah.
And that I believe that is a very surefire way of just like making sure like not only that you're following the people you want, but you're getting your name out there. Like people are seeing you as like, oh, I know you. You're from this guy's chat.
Right.
You did this. Oh, that's really cool. And networking.
Right.
Networking.
And also sometimes VTubers say, hey, I want to do a talk show, or I'm opening up to a stream of just presentations.
It never hurts to invite the people you want to have.
Correct.
Yep.
And there was a while ago, Iron Mouse did a presentation stream. Fillion did a presentation stream. She was on Fillion's presentation stream with the 100 holes presentation.
And yeah, I did a presentation about
Don't
holes.
worry, it's not R-rated. And I got selected to do a presentation on Iron Mouse's stream, and somebody actually came to me months later and said, "I found you on Mouse's stream."
That's what happened
Really?
to me with Fillion's stream. I had people come in and be like, "Oh my God, you were on Fillion's stream. You did that presentation about the holes.
Also-
Here for the holes."
Also,
I draw so many cookies that I entered someone's chat and never met them before. It's like, you're that cookie goblin guy.
If you make an emote that is very distinguishable, like that grinning avatar, you can kind of see half of them up there. I talked to a couple of VTubers and they said, "Wait, I recognize that face," or "I recognize your username." That's a little bit more rare because mine's difficult to say. But even if you're in the chat room in Twitch,
just be
your own emote. Just be yourself, and then you'll be like, "Oh, I recognize this. Oh wait, there's a VTuber connected to that emote." Then
Any other questions?
Yes. More questions? Yes.
What is, just rapid fire, what is a niche area you think other people should research about VTubing that you didn't know about when you first started out?
A niche.
Very good question.
That's a good question. Yeah.
As far as what particularly
You mean content or?
I would say as far as content.
I've started seeing VTubers do a lot more cooking.
Yeah, like a lot more.
Yeah.
Doing a lot more IRL. Type
Like they'll
things,
keep
like
their model
cooking.
on board, but they'll just
Yeah.
have like a camera pointed at their like kitchen table,
Yeah, and they're cooking.
working with graphics. That is a strange niche that has started really taking
It
off.
has, yeah.
So
yeah.
we wouldn't necessarily call it a niche technically anymore because it's so popular, but some people do Gunpla, some people do Lego building. Anything
like Twitch just came out with the category of miniatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're doing stuff with
Honestly,
your hands and also your VTuber.
Yeah, like if you like painting Warhammer 40K figures, you can make a whole stream about that.
Or if you're a cosplayer and working on your cosplay, you can work on your cosplay with the hand cam but have your model
puzzles,
on the screen too.
diamond dotting.
Puzzles, yeah. those
Yes,
too. Yeah.
anything like that, because people know your model eventually, and people want to see something a little bit different.
Your
They're-
hands.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Everyone's
hand
hands.
reveal. Nags, where's Nags? Bring the
Yeah.
hands.
Or your feet.
No.
Be for free?
Yeah, feet for free.
You could also do something really
Not me.
extreme, like if you were to be a full body 3D model. Yoga. I mean, that would be
Yeah,
kind of niche.
yoga's a good one too.
Yeah, and people might actually.
Fitness.
I would like to argue that your favorite game of all time could be your niche.
Yep.
Yes.
I have made it an obsession of mine because Final Fantasy X has been my favorite Final Fantasy of all time.
Final Fantasy 9.
I have made so many streams about Final Fantasy X, and
I've sat on
if you look at categories on Twitch, you'll see which ones are the popular. I mean, just chatting's the biggest one ever. But if you're someone just getting started out, that might not be the best category to jump right into. Like,
yeah, especially if you're not used to talking to yourself.
Like that, like
That's
I'm
gonna be how
kind of
it's gonna be
pivoting
for
from the question a little bit, but just like
yeah.
just like so how many of you are considering streaming for the first time?
Yay!
Awesome.
Do what you like the most. first.
Yes.
And
Don't do it because don't do to follow a
Oh,
trend.
one final thing, because we do have to get out. If you can find something that no one else is doing,
do it.
Do it.
do it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Just do it. If you want to give it a shot, just do it. And if you like it, keep going.
Yeah,
if you
and
don't like it, you try, right?
Like if you're doing this for the first time, you don't need to start investing. Like I need that $3,000
Yeah,
model. Like no,
don't
just
do it.
just start streaming at first and see how you like it. Some people invest the thousands of dollars and then they end up hating
Yeah, and then
it.
they wasted all that. You wasted thousands of dollars.
I mean, heck, I started just by streaming straight from my PlayStation 5 to Twitch. That's how I started. And most importantly, be yourself. There's no one else like you. You are special just the way you are.
Thank you all so much for coming. Enjoy the convention.
Hydrate.
Thank you.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Just a heads up, my Twitch